Recording. So our session today is about Vishuddhi chakra, or the throat chakra. And I just want to do a bit of revision about the chakras and why we're doing a few weeks with them. They are considered very important in yoga. Chakras are often referred to as our energy centers. And the more that we can work with them, the more that we raise our energy, we raise our health, and we balance ourselves so that we have good health and energy at all levels. Now, if you were here at any of my earlier sessions, you know that things like the root chakra, Muladhara, is about grounding and feeling that we are in our bodies. And then we kind of worked up last week to the heart, which is all about unconditional love, opening the heart, compassion for ourselves, as well as for others. But the throat is incredibly important, and it's one of the ones that I have had to work with and struggled with because of my own conditioning. And I suspect that what I have struggled with, you probably have too as well. So I just want to say a little bit about it before we actually start. So please make yourselves comfortable. So the element, every chakra has an element. The element of the throat chakra, Vishuddhi, is space. And it's said in yoga that sounds and words can actually physically change matter. So it's this sense of vibration being very important. So things like singing, prayer, chanting, speaking nice, kind words can all change and elevate our vibration. And by the same token, we want to not speak harsh words or to be unkind, or even aggressive swearing words can help to close down the throat chakra. But it's said that what closes it down the most are lies and untruths. So one of the words associated with the throat chakra is satyam. Satyam means truth. So in other words, what we feel in our heart as truth, we are able to express. We're not repressing, we are actually expressing our truth. Because one thing that can make us ill is a constriction of our expression. So in other words, we're not speaking out like we want to. That causes a block, or in Sanskrit, a grunty, and that can eventually make us sick. And I say this as somebody, I've been quite open about this in the past, but I've actually made an unfortunate marriage quite a few years ago because I was being polite. I didn't want to upset people, and I was not brave enough to speak out and speak what my truth was. And as a result of that, on top of everything else, I was quite ill. So I'm just going to read out something because, interestingly, my teacher, Cowstub, wrote a letter to all of us, his students, and this is all very much related to the throat chakra. So close your eyes and just listen. I know listening is tiring, so I'm not going to be too long. Now, in this, he's Indian. He's talking about politeness, particularly with Europeans and English. So he says, it's essential to understand that politeness is not the same as truth. We often hesitate to speak honestly because we fear hurting someone or being judged. So we coat our words with excessive politeness, thinking we are being kind. But isn't this just another form of deception? Instead of offering genuine support, we offer comfort laced with falsehood. When expressed with compassion, the truth is far more valuable than 1,000 sweet lies. And remember, compassion is not the same as being nice. He goes on, truth is very efficient. When we choose to be truthful, our minds remain unburdened. However, when we tell a lie, even a small one, we must create more lies to cover it. Truth, however, liberates us from unnecessary complications. I encourage you to always choose what is right over what is easy. The world may tempt you with shortcuts, telling you that convenience is king, but in the long run, integrity builds true strength and health. The path of truth is not always smooth. It may cost you your relationships, opportunities, and sometimes comfort. But what you gain in return is something far more significant: a life of clarity, dignity, and inner peace, and of course, health. And then just to finish, he says truth should not be harsh, it should be compassionate. There is a difference between being truthful and being reckless with honesty. A truth spoken with love heals, while a truth spoken with arrogance wounds. Let your words be a reflection of both wisdom and kindness. So that's enough of me talking now. I'd just like you to come to a comfortable sitting position and take a moment or two to feel that you're coming into your body. Thank you, Christine. I'll feed that back to him. They were beautiful words, weren't they? So have a sense of being in your body, being here now. And we're going to start with a reflective question. Reflective question is not one that needs an answer. It's just something for you to drop into the silence. And maybe later in the week, it will come back to you what the answer is. And it doesn't matter if there isn't an answer. So the reflective question is there something in my life where I could be more truthful and speak up? And remember here, we're not talking about being necessarily truthful to someone else. We're talking about our own truth, because all too often we deceive ourselves. So is there a way I'm living that is not truthful, that I could speak up, that would help me to have more satyam, more truth in my life? And then have your feet, if you're on a chair, have your bottom solidly on your chair, your feet on the floor. And then take a moment or two to think about your posture. So think about making space between the crown of the head and the tailbone. Have the shoulders away from your ears. And think about your ribs being free. So you're not bending over your diaphragm. And we're just going to start by freeing up the upper body, because the throat chakra relates to the throat and the shoulders. So we're just going to start by circling the shoulders gently, just rolling the shoulders. And I've often said this, but the shoulders are very much concerned with the stress response. So we want to free the upper body, because that helps to free us from the stress response, and it helps the breath as well. And then relax the shoulders down. And then we're going to look over the right shoulder, keeping the body facing forward. We're going to breathe in and look over the right shoulder a little further. And then we're going to breathe in and see if we can look just a little further. And then come back to center. And then we're going to take that over to the other shoulder. So 3 times. Breathe in, breathe out to look over the shoulder. Breathe in, breathe out. Notice your gaze could go a little bit further. Breathe in, breathe out, just a little further. And then come back to center. And then take left ear to left shoulder and center. Right ear to right shoulder and center. And just take that a couple more times in your own breathing rhythm. Can you all hear me? Because I've just, there's quite a lot of background noise. I've just put my AirPods in. Can you all hear me? Great. Fantastic. Okay. So now we are going to do our breath practice. So let's take one hand to the heart, the other to the belly. And close your eyes if you're comfortable to do so. And just think about breathing slow and low. But just start by watching the breath, so don't judge anything. And then if you can, just begin to slow the breath down. And breathe through your nose if that's comfortable for you. So we're reminding ourselves of healthy, functional breathing. And then just for the next few breaths, focus only on your exhalation. And think of the out breath being smooth and long. Don't force anything. And then we're going to hum the breath out, because this is for all kinds of reasons. It's the vibration, which is helping to purify the throat chakra. In terms of science, it's helping to increase nitric oxide, which is very potent as an antiviral. So just take your fingertips and very gently have them around your throat, or however it's comfortable. Might like to do it as the thumbs, very softly. So we're just reminding ourselves of Vishuddhi, the throat chakra, and we're going to breathe in through the nose and then hum the breath out. So you do that in your own breathing rhythm, your own tone. So I won't do that again, because how you hum, your vibration, is very important. And then drop your hands to your knees when you've finished the one that you're on. And with your eyes closed, just take a moment or two to observe how you are now. Keeping your awareness in your body. And as you sit, it can be helpful to reflect. If we think about the past, just imagine it as a great big space behind us that doesn't really exist. And the future is a great big infinite space in front of us, which also doesn't exist other than as possibility. And all that is here is now. The light of being here in this moment in your body. And we can visit the past, of course, in our minds, but we can only do that in the present moment. The same with the future. We can imagine it. We can only imagine it in the present moment. So just think about being present in your body here now. Nothing to do or worry about. Just allowing everything to be as it is. So you're observing your state of being with compassion, with non-judgment. And also remember that when we talk about truth, satyam, speaking kindly, we're also thinking about how we speak kindly to ourselves as well as to others. So we all have this inner critic, the small voice in the head, which says you should be doing this, you should be doing that, you should have done it like that. Just take a moment or two to think about how you can speak more kindly to yourself. And then before we come down to lying, we're just going to do some really lovely somatic holds. So we're going to start by just cupping our face in our hands. So just take your hands either side of the face, rest the face in the hands, and take 3 slow breaths here. Just allowing the thoughts to be quiet now. Let the mind become still. And then we're going to change our hand positions. We're going to have one hand on the forehead and the other hand at the back of the cranium, just around the back of the neck. And again, just take 3 slow breaths here. Just feel that you are nurturing yourself, being tender to yourself. And then when you're ready, we're going to take the hand that's at the back of the neck and drop it onto the chest. And if you're tired and you need to swap the hands around, just experiment with what feels most restful for you. And again, think about nurturing yourself. 3 slow breaths here. And then finally, we're going to have one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. 3 slow breaths here. Feeling the movement under the hand that's on the belly. And then if you would like, again, take your hands gently to your throat, very softly. And we're going to chant, if you would like, it's always a choice, you don't have to. We're going to chant the bija or the seed mantra for the throat chakra, which is hum, H-A-M, hum. So I will demonstrate it and then you chant it back to me. Om, hum, hum, hum. Om, hum, hum, hum. Om, hum, hum, hum. And then drop your hands to your knees when you're ready. And with your eyes closed, just visualize on the in-breath, golden soft light coming into the throat as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, just feel the body letting go. So breathing in soft golden light to the throat on the in-breath. And then when you're ready, please come down to a comfortable lying position. And of course, if you want to remain seated, you can do that too. Remembering you can lie on your front, your side, on a sofa, on a bed, however you would like. For most of us, we're probably lying on the floor on a mat. So I suggest you have a cushion under your head or a block, and that you start with the knees bent just while the back relaxes. And then, as I was lying there, I was realizing if you did need to look up, you couldn't see me, so I'm just moving again. But hopefully you don't need to look up. So experiment with how you like to have your hands, away from the body with the palms turned up, palms turned down, resting on the belly. And then feel that on every exhalation, you are getting heavier and heavier on your support. Feel the weight of your head. And then just gently roll the shoulders against your support. And then very, very slowly roll the head from side to side as slowly as you can, because this helps to increase or to bring in the parasympathetic division of the nervous system when we move slowly. And centering your head, feel the tailbone, feel the feet, feel the body releasing on every exhalation. And again, visualize that you're breathing in golden light into the throat chakra on the inhalation, letting go on the exhalation. And then if you like, you can slide out one foot, then the other to stretch out the legs, having the legs slightly apart. But if you have any back difficulties, you might like to keep the knees bent. And then we're going to just begin some very gentle movement, combining it with the chant if you would like. If you don't want to chant, you can just breathe. So have the hands, palms down beside the hips. And we're going to breathe in and lift the arms up and behind us. If they don't go all the way behind, that's fine. You might like to widen them. And then we're going to chant them back down beside the hips. Om, hum, hum, hum. So at the end of the chant, the palms come back to the floor. And then again, we breathe in. So it's like a moving meditation, lifting the arms up and behind us. So the back of the hands come up to the floor behind. Om, hum, hum, hum. So do that once or twice more in your own breathing rhythm. If you need to rest, please do so. So as always, listen to your body. And then when you're ready, we're going to take one knee, then the other over the belly. And we're just going to rock out the spine from side to side. And then just shake out the arms and the legs. And then bring the knees back over the belly. Take one hand around each knee or below the knees, or wherever is comfortable. We're going to breathe in, letting the knees drift away from us as the elbows straighten. And then we're going to chant the knees into the belly just with an Om. Om. Inhale, the knees move away from us. Remember, you don't have to chant if you don't want to. Om. And just do that two or three times more in your own breathing rhythm. Just being aware that mantra and humming has a very powerful effect on the body. The vibration is protective. It helps to clear the mind. And then when you are ready, drop the feet back onto your support, stretch out the legs, turn the palms up to the ceiling, or leave the knees bent if you prefer, and just allow the body to settle and the mind to become still. Let the awareness come back to the throat area. And again, have this sense of the throat being purified. And then when you're ready, we're going to prepare for our yoga nidra practice, which is all to do with the throat chakra. So if you've got blankets or pillows or cushions you like to use, or eye masks, please get ready now so that you won't be disturbed. You won't need to move once we start the practice. I'm going to turn my camera off and I will turn it on again at the end of the practice. So make sure that you will be warm. Make sure that you won't need to move, that you won't be disturbed. You can keep as still as possible. And also you might like to think about your sankalpa, or your positive intention that you can set during the practice, something in the present moment. And just remember, there's no wrong way to do yoga nidra. Just trust that you will get what you need out of the practice. So just finish any settling in now for the practice. And be aware if there's anything you can do to ensure that your body is even 5% more relaxed and more comfortable. Perhaps placing an extra pillow under your knees, under your head. Pulling another blanket over you. Just feel the lower back sinking into the support of the earth and aim to settle into stillness. Any final movements now you need, know that you can move if you need to during the practice. And just remembering the theme of our practice today is Vishuddhi or Throat Chakra, located at the pit of the throat, representing expression, communication, and authenticity. It calls us to speak our truth, to express ourselves and live our most authentic lives. We take a journey now through the body, and you just take your attention or awareness to each part of the body as I name it, following the guidance of my voice. Just imagine the colour blue. Sky blue, the colour of the throat chakra. And imagine blue energy flowing through each part of the body as you bring your awareness to it. Noticing any sensations that arise when this light of awareness shines in the body. So we start at the pit of the throat. Just imagine a circle of electric blue light here, sending out gentle waves of energy and healing vibration from the throat center outwards. As you breathe in, the light grows brighter, and as you breathe out, it dims slightly. Watch the light glow for the next few breaths, growing brighter and brighter as you focus your attention on it. On the next in-breath, let the light move upwards into your head, filling it with radiant energy. Loosen the jaw so the tongue falls away from the teeth. Softening the cheeks, the space between the eyebrows, the eyes. Releasing any tension in the face. Feel the breath gentle in the nostrils. The ears listening. And beautiful, radiant blue light glowing from the inside out. On your next in-breath, the light flows down the nape of the neck, along the right collarbone, to the right shoulder, upper arm, elbow, lower arm, wrist, palm of the hand, thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Beautiful blue light vibrating now in the right hand. Again, moving now to the wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, right shoulder, collarbone, and sending this beautiful blue light back to the throat as you breathe in and out. Bright blue light glowing with the breath. On the next in-breath, the beautiful blue electric blue light flows along the left collarbone to the left shoulder, left upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, palm of the hand, thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Electric blue light vibrating in the left hand, moving back up the arm, the wrist, lower arm, blue light going up to the left elbow, upper arm, shoulder, collarbone, sending the light back to the throat, bright blue light glowing with the breath. And the light begins to grow to fill the whole chest. The lungs expanding and contracting with breath. Blue light and energy. The ribs expanding. Belly gently rising and falling. The whole upper body filled with light. Blue energy and vibration. The light flows now to the waist, the hips, the pelvis, right thigh, knee, calf, ankle, foot, toes, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. The whole right foot vibrating with bright blue light and energy. Back to the ankle, calf, knee, thigh. And now take the blue light to the left thigh, left knee, calf, ankle, foot, big toe, second left toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. The whole left foot vibrating with blue light and energy. Back to the left ankle, calf, knee, thigh. The whole body now basking in blue energy resonating throughout the whole body, feeling calm but energized. Bring your awareness to the breath, witnessing the natural rhythm of the breath, the gentle movement of air in and out of the nostrils. Noticing cool air entering the body and warm air leaving. The seed sound of the throat chakra is the sound hum. Make this sound in your mind 3 times. Hum. And now focus on the sensation of the belly rising and falling with each inhale and exhale. Focus on this experience. Focus now on sounds in your immediate vicinity. Quiet, calm, peaceful, and focus on silence around you. Basking in the pleasure of being away from the world, feeling quiet, calm, peaceful. Feel the density of the earth beneath you, the immense support that it provides. And now sense the air in your space, feeling light and weightless. Let your mind's eye wander now as I guide you through some visualization. Imagine a lotus flower at the center of the throat, floating just above the body as if floating on water. It is a vibrant shade of electric blue. It begins to open as you inhale, unfurling its petals as if opening to the sun. As you breathe out, it begins to close as if signaled by the moon. Opening, closing, opening, closing, undulating on invisible waves. I will list some images now. Let them float on the surface of your mind and then fade away. Your favorite shade of blue, a favorite sound, a beautiful lighthouse. Imagine you are floating effortlessly, calmly in space. The element of Vishuddhi Chakra is also known as space. It goes on and on infinitely, but lit by trillions of stars and galaxies of all shapes and colours. Imagine the light of a star, waves of energy in the form of light radiating through the darkness of space. Consider the power of tuning into your own internal energy now, resonating that energy through the whole body out into the universe, and receiving powerful energy in exchange, filling your life with light, sound, the entire universe vibrated with energy, and you are part of it. If you have a sankalpa or a positive resolution, remember it and say it 3 times silently to yourself with feeling. Reaffirming to yourself that you hold within you immense energy. And once you align yourself with your truth, then you have the power to transmit that energy into the world around you. And by doing so, to express your true self fully. And in doing this, you encourage others to live their most authentic lives too, making this world a more peaceful, accepting place. Bring your awareness back to the breath now, focusing on the sensation of breath in the nostrils, cool air in, warm air out. The diaphragm lifting, the diaphragm releasing. Take a deep breath in now and sigh the breath out through your mouth, coming back into your physical body, feeling warmth, perhaps noticing your clothing or blankets and the coolness of skin that's exposed, sensing any sounds in your space, any smells, noticing light behind the eyelids. And with the eyes closed, just begin to gently wriggle the fingers and the toes. Remembering if you wish to continue to rest, that's fine too. Otherwise, in your own time, just begin to take a stretch if that feels okay. Just moving slowly and mindfully. And when you're ready, rolling to one side and taking a moment here to rest, giving yourself time to reawaken. And when you're ready, come up slowly into a comfortable sitting position. So give yourself time to wake up. Rub your palms together. Palm your eyes. So have the palms softly around the eyes, fingertips into the hairline, and just open and close your eyes a few times into the darkness of the palms. And then when you're ready, you can slide the hands down, opening the fingers, shaking out the hands. And then just look around your space to bring yourself back into your room, feeling yourself here in your space. And you might like to interlock the fingers, turn them inside out, push them away, lift them up just to stretch. Take a bend to the left, back to center, bend to the right, back to center, shake out the arms. Now, I hope you had a deep relaxation from that. And as always, don't do anything too dramatic for the next half an hour. Just let yourself come back slowly. But we're just going to finish by chanting the seed mantra for Vishuddhi Chakra. So when you're ready, take your hands very gently around your throat. And then we'll do this together if you like. Remember, you don't have to chant if you don't want to. Otherwise, take a deep breath in. Om, hum, hum, hum. Once more, inhale. Om, hum, hum, hum. And then when you're ready, with your eyes closed, just drop your hands to your knees and just sit quietly in meditation for a moment or two, focusing on silence.